First, though, as the sun continues to shine this week, new reports have suggested a link between levels of vitamin D and the severity of coronavirus.
Well, joining us now to explain more is Dr. Chris. Good morning, Dr. Chris. Lovely to see you as well. So, can you just explain what are they suggesting at the moment is the link with coronavirus and vitamin D?
Well, basically, we've known for many years that vitamin D is very important for bones and teeth and muscles. But it's interesting that when this outbreak occurred in Wuhan in China, right, it was December and January, which is winter time. Now, vitamin D, which is the most important vitamin to our body, we get this in foodstuffs. But the main source of vitamin D is the action of sunlight on your skin. Your skin is your vitamin D factory. So during the winter, low sunshine, shorter days, vitamin D levels drop. And we look at Wuhan, they were starting with the virus epidemic and then became pandemic. It was in their winter months. And then when you look where it spread across into the west, above the equator, the northern hemisphere, which had gone through its winter and therefore low levels of vitamin D. And researchers is certainly showing now that vitamin D may reduce the inflammatory response to virus infections. And of course, we are deficient in vitamin D, and Public Health England says all adults should be taking a vitamin D supplement.
So there's no way that this is going to prevent you from getting it, but what it says is that if you should get it, there is a possibility that your body's immune system could be a little stronger in being able to cope with it.
Exactly, that's the correct message. This doesn't prevent you from getting COVID-19, but certainly there's a lot of evidence to show that it reduces the severity of the illness. I mean, I've got just loads of research papers here. I mean, here's a title: Clear link between vitamin D deficiency and severity of coronavirus. New studies suggest vitamin D is linked to COVID-19 mortality. How a common vitamin could become pivotal.
And so vitamin D, obviously, like those things you've just discussed there, but it's good for other areas of your body as well. Why is it so important?
Well, we initially found that vitamin D was extremely important in maintaining strong bones, strong teeth and strong muscles. Now, of course, the elderly are notoriously low in vitamin D. Of course, the elderly in care homes and nursing homes, they're not getting outside. We've gone through the winter, and the elderly with low vitamin D, their muscles are weak, so they fall. Their bones are weak, so they fracture their bones. But now, the big concern is low vitamin D, having adverse effects if they get COVID-19, and they're going to face, severe side effects and severity of symptoms as they go through the disease process.
So if it's not just from sunshine, what foods can you get it from?
The foods that are rich in vitamin D are oily fish: sardines, herring, mackerel, tuna, pilchard, sardines. It's also found in fortified foods such as some breakfast cereals and some yogurts are fortified with vitamin D, but you can't get enough vitamin D from your food. That's why your body is clever. It's got its own factory to manufacture vitamin D from its biggest organ, your skin, under the action of sunlight. And, we call vitamin D the sunshine vitamin.
And so how much vitamin D does your body need?
Now, that's a difficult and complex question, and I could give a difficult and complex answer. Basically, the recommendations are 10 micrograms per day. When you look at labels of vitamin D products, it may show micrograms or it may show IU, international units. And you can see in there one showing 1,000 international units. So 10 micrograms or 400 IUs twice a day. But basically, when you're looking at vitamin D in the pharmacy and the supermarket, read the labels, because that will tell you exactly what's going on. And if you can, go for vitamin D3, which produces higher levels of an active metabolite in the body than basic vitamin D.
So let's go back to the sunshine, Chris. There are a lot of people who can't get outside at the moment, maybe people who are being shielded. Is it possible to, is it good enough to open a window and sit at the bottom of your bed and get the sun through the window that way? Can you get it through glass?
Well, I mean, the glass does reduce the intensity of sun rays, but that's actually better than nothing. I mean, if you can, sit outside the door, or if you've got a back garden, sit in the back garden. But nonetheless, if you're concerned, take a vitamin D supplement. I'll just give you a quote from one very important research team looking at vitamin D and COVID. They said vitamin D deficiency is associated with an increased risk of viral respiratory infections, pneumonia, including COVID-19. Now listen to this, the final sentence. We recommend that those at risk of coronavirus, that is all of us now, be urgently supplemented with vitamin D to enhance their resistance to COVID-19, and that this advice be quickly extended to the general adult population.
Now, there is a balance here, Chris, because you've had skin cancer yourself. You've talked about it a lot when we've all been together. So the balance is exposing yourself and getting a little bit of vitamin D from the sunshine and not burning yourself. And so which bits do you expose and for how long?
Well, when you're out in the sun, even just walking along, your face, your neck, your hands, maybe your arms, being out in the sun for about half an hour, you've had enough effect from ultraviolet radiation to stimulate vitamin D production. Being out in the sun, yes, do not burn, right? That's the big risk factor for skin cancer. Avoid the burn. Now, of course, if you're out in the sun, well, if you're lucky enough to sunbathe on the beach, you're putting on sun cream. Now, that of course protects you against the sun's rays, but also stops the effect of the sun on the skin in producing vitamin D.
Does it really? So you've got to find that balance, but like you said, you've got to be safe, haven't you, in the sun? That's for sure.
Just don't burn.
Just don't burn. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Chris.
Lovely
Thank
to
you.
talk to you today.
Take care.
See you.